update on the Icey Breeze AC thing for Hans in the back of the truck. All of the ice has melted already. That was at 2 hours and this thing was completely melted. The Icey Breeze cooler becomes a topic again. I'm not impressed with it, really. Ice doesn't last long in it. It does blow cold air for about an hour, hour and a half, and then it's just melted. Hey, what's up guys? Good morning. It is a sunny Saturday morning here in the Keys, as it is every morning here in the Keys. I don't really know what we have planned for the day. We don't really have a whole lot planned, sort of by design. We've been doing a lot, and I think Brandy and I are tired. But we've got some stuff we need to get done. We've got some like projects. I've got to get this AC unit into the truck for Hans today. We're here for what, 5 more days or something? It's Saturday today. We pull out of here on Friday, but I want to get this installed in the back of the truck so Hans stays cool on the driving days, and I want to do that with enough time to go back to Home Depot if I need to get parts or whatever to make it all work. So I need to get going on that. I'm trying to give everyone a little update on the trip. What are your thoughts so far without talking with your mouth full?
No momento.
How have the drive days been for you so far?
Oh, horrible.
Really?
Hannah's a psychopath.
That's not nice.
She is so crazy in the car.
Not that bad. She's been really good.
Lately.
No, even on the drive days she wasn't that bad. Not like the last couple trips we took.
I mean, but it gets chaotic. It makes me crazy.
You're already crazy. Alright, well I'm making bacon. You want any?
No.
Cool. Or for me, update on the awning situation. You guys saw the awning broke, and then I sort of did a fix, and that's still working great. The switch I made, wonderful. Still haven't heard from the dealership, which reminds me I need to call them. I think service is open today. I guess we're gonna find out. I'm gonna call them in a minute because I never heard back from them. But anyways, the update is that there's no update. Sorry to bore you with that.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Hey, can I speak to service, please?
Okay, she is with the customer at the moment, so may I leave a message?
If you could just have her call me back
Sure will.
so I can figure out how to...
Okay, Mr. Brody.
All right, thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Bye-bye.
Go ahead, finish what you're saying, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to
All
say
right,
so I can figure out how to deal with... Yeah. Really?
Okay.
They're obviously very busy right now. But still, that didn't matter. I was a paying customer. Hannah's eating bacon for the first time. What do you think? Uh-oh. Hannah, are you trying bacon for the first time? What do you think?
It's salty, so I bet she likes it. Is that good?
No. Okay, so the idea here is to get this AC unit into the back of this truck. That's the easy part. The hard part is plumbing the hot side, the exhaust side, out of it so that it doesn't heat it equally as much as it's trying to cool it, because that would be obviously not very beneficial. So I guess I should clean out the back of the truck. You know, I've got these rear windows on the back of this cover that vent open, and what I want to try to do is run this plumbing somehow out of this window. Now this is as much as it opens, so I got this gutter thing from Home Depot that turns this round pipe into this skinny little pipe to kind of come out of that vent. If that works, I also might try to take this little trim ring off of this and just squish it down and see if I can just make it flat on its own to bring out that window. Either way, I've got to get out the window. The next thing I need to do is try to seal it up, because with this window open and driving down the highway and the air coming past it, it'll create a vacuum in here and it'll suck air out of it. So it'll help suck the hot air out, but I think it'll suck the cold air right out of the back of this truck too. So I want to seal that thing up so that it pressurizes the inside with nice cold air. So that's the concept, that's the theory, that's the idea. I think I have the necessary parts to make this happen. But let's find out. God, it's hot out here. And bright. This thing's on wheels, but I'm gonna leave it on the styrofoam thing on the bottom, so I've got that taped on because I don't want it to obviously roll around on the back of the truck here. So this will help keep it stationary, and then I'll probably strap it down once I figure out exactly where it'll end up staying. I didn't think figuring out, ow, that's hot. God, I just leaned down on this tailgate. It's like 9 million degrees. I didn't realize that placing this thing in here was going to be as challenging because I need room for Hans to lay back there. And then I want it to be in a position where it's going to blow air on him. And then I have to be able to route that exhaust thing and make sure it reaches that. I don't want to bring it all the way up here to the front of the truck where the tailgate is, because then it sort of blocks this little bit of opening we have left. Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to help with this. Kendall's screaming at the baby all the time. You need to deal with the baby, please. I've got to go take the laundry.
I can't deal with the baby. I'm putting AC in here. Golly, gee willikers. Girls just scream at each other all day long. My gosh. That is a mean baby, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, but she's not. She just doesn't get it.
Grabbing on my skin right now. She's
What's
a
the matter?
monster.
Stop, you be nice. That's your sister.
She's a monster.
Wait till she's 2.
All right. I'll watch the baby so mommy can go do laundry. All right, well, while Brandy's doing laundry and well, that's a nice cold air vent, soaking up some AC, watching Hannah, we might as well hang up these hooks that I wanted to hang up. So let's do that. We've got hooks all over the place, by the way. These are probably the single best sort of additions to the camper are hooks. So I've got hooks up here behind me for hats and the broom and that kind of thing. I've got hooks over here that we usually hang sunglasses and keys and that sort of thing on. We've got a hook that all of the bibs have been collecting on and taking up space, and now we can't use that hook for what we wanted to. So I'm gonna hang up some more hooks. All right, I got a bunch of different hooks I continue to collect. I got
Is she still eating?
single hooks, double hooks, big long hanging hooks, and I think honestly this is the hook I'm gonna use. I wanna go into the framing of this cabinet up here so it's nice and sturdy and not just into this little 1/8 inch piece of wood. And if I put these up here, they're just gonna be too high to the counter and I can't hook anything. These at least will drop down and we can easily hook stuff on there. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one hook in the middle here, one hook in the middle over there. Alright, so Brandy wanted some hooks in the bathroom to hang bathing suits, and I thought it was the best idea to put some in the shower. So I just stuck these guys up here, very top of the shower. I'm sort of a freak, OCD, paranoid about water management, water intrusion and stuff, so I put them way up high. The top of the shower isn't sealed anyways, and I don't think there's any reason for water to go that high. So now the girls can hang bathing suits in there and they can sort of drip dry into the bottom of the shower. Back to the AC project. Where was I? Right, we got the AC unit back here. I was talking about how it's gonna be difficult to place. I've got to be able to route this hose. I think what I'm gonna start doing now, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I think what I'm gonna start doing now is trying to figure out how to get this vent into that window, and then I'll figure out where it reaches, how to position the unit. I don't know. We're just figuring this out as we go. I guess the first thing I've got to do is take this grill mesh thing off the window that sort of covers it, and then there's a screen behind that, like a screen door screen. I'm gonna have to, like, I guess I'm taking a razor blade and just cutting that out of the way, which I hate to do, but I think it's gonna be necessary.
Lie awake at night? Are you afraid to turn out the lights? Is there something you're scared of? What's there out in the dark? Make sure to keep all your windows locked. Do you surrender? You try to stay awake. These walls you can't escape. Here's one for the lonely hearts, for the ones that fear the dark. You better run out of here. Bet you can't look the other way.
Looks like we might run into a problem there, because once this thing is squished down into an oval, the length of it is greater than the space that I have here. So hopefully that was going to be the easy way. Hopefully this little jammy that I got works. That works out really well. Just slipped right on through there. This might be easier than I thought. All right, so now that I know that this works in the window and this doesn't, I should probably see if I could straighten this thing out a little bit. But what I need to do is figure out how to make this seal onto this. Probably gonna cut off the square bit.
The ones that fear the dark, you better run out of here. Bet you can't look the other way. Here's one for the broken road. That's the only one.
So I've got this pipe insulation foam too. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to wrap this around the black pipe. You know, whatever, I'll make it look nice. And then hopefully, oh yes, dude, God. You know, my ability to eyeball some crap in Home Depot and like make it work is pretty strong. Pat myself on the back for that. You guys should subscribe for that one, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, all right. All right, the moment of truth. Oh, yes. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Man, all I gotta do now is get this thing to the back of the unit. Hopefully this hose is long enough. If not, it did come with one. I bought this one thinking it didn't come with one, but it came with one. So we got backups. We're gonna be good. This is gonna be great. I made this really secure so I don't have to be sort of worried and paranoid that it's going to come apart, and I can manhandle this thing and not be concerned about it. And the fact that this is flexible is awesome. That's just going to go right in there like that. This can go down here. I need to come up with a good way to secure this, I think. All right, cool. So the good news is I'm gonna have enough length. I just need to take the trim ring off of this piece and snap it onto this other piece. I think we're in business. Then it's gonna seal up this window. I have a plan for that. I'll do that in just a minute. How does this come out of here? It's so hot, you guys. All right, so I imagine that at some point you've been wondering how I was gonna power this thing, and I have a solution for that. I've got a 3,000 watt power inverter that I'm gonna turn on and just be able to plug this thing into an extension cord and let it rip. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in, get it turned on, test it, make sure this works before I go through the effort of templating something to seal up that window and all that kind of stuff. All right. Power. Come on. Oh yeah. cool. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. Okay. Oh, you're the best. Yes, thank you. See what I'm saying? See how awesome she is? See if we can get some cold air in a minute. Okay, so while I sit here and try to cool off for a minute, this is my plan for trying to seal up this window. I'm going to take a piece of the cardboard from the box of this unit, and I'm going to make it a template, the shape of the window, and then just cut like a U-shaped notch in there and slide it through there, and then I'm going to take that foil tape and seal up the edges. Will it be 100% perfectly sealed? No, but that doesn't matter. It'll be sealed up enough to where it's not going to suck a lot of cold air out of here. I mean, there's other little tiny holes right here anyway, so at least there'll be some fresh air kind of moving through a little bit too, so that'll be important as well. I just want it to not suck all the cold air out of here. This thing relatively close enough to where I think I can just seal up the rest of it with the tape. So I'm going to try to put it in place. Excuse the noise from the AC unit. I am starting to fight with that a little bit. It's like airing out my power inverter, which isn't great. I think this will work. Except for I might have to run this thing on low or medium, pull a little less power. It's a pretty big unit. Although, it says 11.5 amps times 110. Shouldn't be many watts. Ooh. See, it just aired it out again. Let me get this thing sort of stuck in place where I want it. Alright, well this sucks. I got all that stuff set up kind of like as I intended. It's sealed up and it moves there. It does all the right things that way. The AC will run for a little while and then it continues to pull more and more and more power. And I was watching my Victron battery monitor and what's happening is it's getting to about 2200 watts and then something happens with this thing. It goes and then it pulls a lot of power. And the compressor's already running, the fan's already running. I'm not sure what's turning on or trying to turn on that's pulling extra power, but it's overloading the power inverter and then it shuts off and reboots itself. I think I'm back to the drawing board and trying to figure this one out. This thing sucks a lot of power, even though it's 11 amps on 110 volts or 120 volts, it's like 2,000 watts that it was pulling. That's a lot. Even on 3 batteries off of the camper, it was giving me like a 1 hour run time, which is not long enough either. So I'm not sure what to do here. Well, keep watching for the saga on the awning and the AC situation for Hans. Otherwise, see you guys in the next video. Peace. That's how you make movies.
Yep. I know.